Welcome everyone to a Earth map game. This is Earth map, which is a replica of the world. And right now, what we have is an Earth map setting where all the players have to go to where their civilizations begin. So we have the Incas over here for Hoyo Hoyo, and he's gone to South America. Now he should be on this side, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And we didn't see any Incas, Aztecs, or Mayans last time. So he's going to have all of this area to himself. Meanwhile, in Europe, we've got Pero playing as the Britons. And once again, we see the Britons colonizing their tiny little islands. Over here, Purple is playing as the Italians. Can't quite fit TC in the peninsula, but he's going to fit one in northern Italy, bordering on France. So the Italians are going to be kind of cramped in here, and the Britons are going to have less space to expand, unlike last time where they had all day. Elder over here playing as the Malians and has set up in Mali, and that is a good setup for him. He's going to have fish over here and is going to have hunt and wood, so a great TC spot for Elder. Meanwhile, in the center here, Saracens for Midu, and Saracens is sitting up in the desert of Saudi Arabia. Could have maybe set up a little bit further north or potentially over in this area, but close enough, I think, for the teal player. Over in Central Asia, doesn't look like too much. Nope, we've got the Persians setting up in the middle. Maybe should be a little bit farther over in kind of Afghanistan at the moment, but we'll allow it. I think for Sir Rage a lot. Raged his way to Central Asia with the Persians, and down here we have the Indians for Berna, and he is firmly set up on the Indian subcontinent. So good stuff from Berna, and a good position for him too, as he's just in the middle of the Persians and the Burmese over here, but he's not too close to anyone. So Berna can potentially expand across the globe, and this is a much more spread out situation than we saw in the first Earth map game, where everyone was kind of in this area of Europe. So maybe we're going to see some more diplomacy a little bit. We've already got some spec chat. And it looks like Hoyo Hoyo says it's nice to start in a place with resources this time, and surely he has enough in South America. Imposter.tm/rough? What a name is that? What did he say here? He said, just to you, we will be next to each other, and in the past our nation had our ups and downs, but we shall ally for eternity and ever. And Sir Ragealot says, would you mind me claiming some fish near your waters? I think he was talking to Red down here, or maybe, yeah, to Berna. And no, he was talking to Midu. Midu was saying, if you send me resources in feudal, yes. And Ragealot says, as soon as I have enough, I will. Fish away, my friend. I shall build my first dock and expand my Shah domain. So it's a full-on story here, and a full-on roleplay between Sir Ragealot and Midu. So Midu's allowing him to fish in this area. Maybe Sir Ragealot doesn't realize the Indian player is actually closer to him and probably actually owns this fish more than he does. So he's communicating with the Saracens and not the Indians at the moment, but he should be fine. Meanwhile, on this side, the Incas have rafted their way across the Atlantic, and an eagle warrior has been spotted in the central plains of Europe. He's making his way now across towards Russia, towards Central Asia. Still, the Inca base is safe at home, and it looks like a nice little boom up here, but Hoyo Hoyo should have probably gone for a dock. As you can see, there's tons of available fish on the western and eastern shores of South America. Hoyo Hoyo is also based in Argentina currently, and if you know anything about the Incas, maybe wants to be a little bit more in this Peruvian area here. Maybe northern Chilean area, potentially up to here. But I guess, you know, like I said before, we can forgive him just a little bit. The Britons are now expanding into northern France. And they're going to run into the Italians. And the Italians and Britons maybe had some squabbles and will have some squabbles here in the future. But Casaro saying to Pero, he's saying, you can take Northern Europe. I shall expand around the Mediterranean. So Casaro may be thinking about reestablishing the Roman Empire and making, what did they call it? The Mediterranean, the Roman lake. I think maybe he's thinking about that. He's saying we must keep the barbarians at bay. Right. So maybe this is Roman Britain. This is a province that Casaro is dictating terms to. And it is fairly comfortable with it bordering the north of his empire. Imposter Ruff says the mighty jaguar just devoured a citizen of my population. Oh no. Oh no, he's lost a vill to a jaguar. Oh, no. She's still alive, so maybe he lost a different one. We'll see. The kill death. He did indeed lose a unit, and now he's going to spot not a jaguar, but an eagle. That's also fairly deadly, as the Incas have sent their scout all the way over to Burma to explore a little bit. Now, the Indians are walling off the entire subcontinent up to the Himalayas. They do not want an invasion here from the east, and I think Gray would be happy with that. Ruff is going to be quite pleased, because Ruff has this entire section of the earth to conquer. The Chinese are not in his way. Clearly, the Slavs or the Russians are not in his way. The Mongolians have disappeared, potentially moved a little bit further east in their conquest. So, Burma shall expand across the rest of the Asian continent, and the Indians are just going to take control of this area for the time being. It's funny that Burma is right next to Burma. That's not going to be confusing at all. Anyway, Elder making do in the feudal age now, the first player to advance to the feudal age. And the Malians look to be doing well here. Let's go to his point of view and see what the resources are. He can click up as soon as this market is down. Elder can click up to the next stage and potentially get more TCs. And Elder has entire control of the African continent at the moment, including all of this precious wood in the rainforest, all of this hunt, and the gold reserves here too in South Africa. And in, I guess would this be Uganda, Rwanda over here? Potentially Kenya over in this area. Anyway, he's got tons of resources to collect. All right, exploring, adding some more sheep. That's great. Blue slowly making his way across the northern tip, or sorry, I guess the central part of South America. It's a big continent over here. Elder saying, I will establish borders. Okay, where is he's? Oh, wow. I will establish borders. This is my continent, please, and thank you. Everybody stay off, or else, Elder is saying. He wants all of Africa to himself, and if I'm the other players in this game, I'm thinking, wait a second. If I'm teal, I'm thinking, I have a desert. If I'm red, I'm thinking, I have a little patch of wood here, and some gold and stone. I don't want yellow taking all of this land area. They shouldn't let him do that. But maybe, who knows, maybe the Italians will have something to say about it. Looks like they've tried to establish a base in northern Africa, potentially booming up where Carthage used to be back in the day once again. Or maybe even, what was this? Nubia, I think this was here. I think this was Nubia back in Roman times. Up in this area. Anyway, barracks here for purple. He is fishing some of the short fish. Is also going quite far afield into the Atlantic for more deep fish. Gonna run into some fishing disputes, though, with Pero, with the Britons, because the fish is running out. There's no fish to be had, and the Britons need to relocate their docks, potentially, and see if they can move somewhere. Potentially even North America. Maybe they can colonize it a little bit earlier. Nubia is south of Africa. Weren't there the Nubian cavalry, though, that won Hannibal so many battles? Was that a different... I know Nubia historically... I thought there was two different regions called Nubia. Numidians, that's it. That's it, Numidians. Close enough. Numidians. Forgive me, chap. I mean, can you blame me for that one? They're pretty close. Oh my god! The Malians coming out here trying to get walls down in Saudi Arabia, but the Saracens are having none of it. And now the Malians have walled in a scout. A forward villager has been walled in here in the deserts of Saudi Arabia. And the Saracens do not like this. They're going to attack with many villagers, are still in the feudal age and don't have any range units yet. Probably don't want to allocate enough stone for a tower because that will prevent a second TC coming down from them. So we'll just batter this down currently with villagers. Probably needs to find a better way of doing this. Or maybe even negotiate with the Malians a little bit to get that villager home safely. Meanwhile, Orange is doing a lot of chatting. Ruff says, a warrior with an eagle for a head. He's talking about the Inca scout. Orange says, oh my god. What is he saying? I heard these eagles come from another part of Earth. I didn't know people know to people of elephant and sand. I'm so confused. You guys can read that. I'm not keeping up. There's so much roleplay going on right now. Elder, though, says, let my vil free. I will allow safe passage. Okay. How is he? Wait a second. Elder says, let my villager free. I will allow safe passage. No, brother. You're the one negotiating for safe passage. You've got this all wrong. And Midu is just kind of hanging out. And he's thinking the same thing. Like, do I kill this thing? Do I talk with him? Do I negotiate? Like, what happens? Midu's saying, delete gate. He's holding this villager ransom, and he just kills him. He doesn't want him here. Absolutely gets rid of him. He wanted him to delete the gate. It didn't happen. And yeah. Hoyo Hoyo says, you Europeans should stop injecting yourselves with mercury. You're seeing things. Hoyo Hoyo not liking the fact they spotted his Ego Scout early. Think if a Mesociv actually encountered an Elephant Civ IRL. Well, I mean, they had Jaguar warriors. They had Eagle warriors. Presumably, they had Llama warriors. Yet to see them in the game. Could they have Elephant warriors, too? A question for the philosophers. Gray says, Europeans. What is that? And Elder is now calling the Saracen player a murderer. There's a lot of chatting going on here. Orange now asking someone, is yellow ally to you? I don't know who he's asking, but he wants to establish a peace. And Midu says to yellow, you build on my land, that needed retribution. So potential, you know, a little bit of a dispute brewing here between the Malians and the Saracens. Two civs that you think might get along a little bit, you know? Both quite heavily invested in Islam. You think they'd get along? And maybe the Malian king could at some point make a pilgrimage over to Mecca. But it's not happening here. They're already disputing the Suez Canal, or soon to be Suez Canal. I guess it would be the Sinai Peninsula over here next to Egypt. Over here, the Indians continuing to build their walls a little bit further north now, up into Afghanistan. Let's hope they don't get involved here with the land war in Asia, as we see in the chat. That's never a good thing to get involved with, and especially in Afghanistan. Probably the worst history of a country to get involved with a war, at least recently. Not pretty. If you invade there, and maybe Red's learned his lesson, and he will be allies with Orange for the time being. My dear Lord in faith, do you want to establish a trade route? So Orange is asking Teal if he wants to establish a trade route. Second worst. True. True. And Orange is going up here for a lot of farms. So the farming space here is incredible. There's great plains, the great steppe, and Orange is using that to full effect. He's got 3 separate mills with farms set up perfectly around them, so he's booming up his eco. Meanwhile, over here, the Italians continue to expand into North Africa. Numidia, we've learned that this time. Modern-day Tunisia and Algeria. And he's going to set up more docks around the Mediterranean, but there's not much fish here. Even in the Black Sea, there's only one shorefish. It's been heavily fished out. And this deep fish won't last for very long. So the Atlantic looks to be the place that everyone is going to move for resources. Meanwhile, the Britons have made a foothold on Greenland. And will go for a TC. In the glaciers of Greenland, TC will be placed. They completely bypassed Iceland. Iceland looking awfully icy nowadays. And they're going to set up here and grab the gold and grab the stone too. Meanwhile, in South America, blue is still booming up. The Incan Empire completely undisturbed by any colonizers as of yet. And he's going to be going for his 5th and 4th TCs. No, sorry, 6th TC for the Inca player. That's a crazy amount. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 TCs for the Incas. And the Incas are still moving over to North America. So Hoyo Hoyo with the Incas is making a case for himself as he expands across both continents here. That's why you see South America can be so strong. And so can Africa too. Africa if you're alone, right? You get the whole thing, but Yellow is not alone, and Yellow's realizing that he needs to establish a wall across the Sahara and keep the Italians out, those damn pesky Italians. Pissarro even saying the Great Wall of Morocco is realizing what's happening. He seems to be fine with it. Sir Ragelot says, I head up north, wood is better. I shall extend to lands so-called Rus by some. Okay, so he's expanding into Russia. Elder says yes to the Great Wall of Morocco. And in Australia, yes, you were asking what's going on in Australia. We have some outposts coming up from the Indians. So the Indians have gone across the Indian Ocean, potentially stopped somewhere in Malaysia along the way and haven't established a colony yet, but are establishing one now in the outback of Australia, and they are going to be able to control all of these resources. And let's go to Red's point of view, because I think Berna's line of sight here is pretty sick. Look at all these outposts. Wants to make sure nobody else lands here. This land is only for the Indian people. TC may be a little bit far away from the wood line, but can we be that nitpicky? I mean, Berna's been busy up here trying to effectively take all the limited resources of the subcontinent. And he's almost out, honestly. There's no trees left here, really. Only one patch. Not much gold, not much stone, maybe some gold over here, but that's about it. If he wants to get any more reds, he's going to have to expand into Orange's territory, and as we know, the Persians can be pretty prickly about that sort of thing. Meanwhile, the Burmese have been expanding to the east. Still staying mostly in southern China, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, and modern-day Myanmar. But they will expand, presumably, to the north eventually. But he's got 4 TCs at the moment. Sorry, 3 TCs. So the economy is looking fairly good. Villager count is at 50. Villager count for Hoyo Hoyo, though, 143. The Incas are full booming here, along with the Malians. Elder at 133 villager count, getting the walls up. But here come the Saracens. They are not pleased. I will protect you from the African invaders, Midu says. And I think he was talking to Pissarro as he goes for a castle here. But Midu, I think, is biting off more than he can chew. He's got 71 villagers against 140 from Elder. And Elder is now going into barracks. Elder is the Malians. And Elder, oh boy, he's going to be in trouble as I pull up the text here, and Imperial Age is coming in for Elder. Gebetto is on the way. Handcart is on the way. The economy is absolutely booming. And Hoyo Hoyo adding fishing ships behind this too. So Hoyo Hoyo's economy, like, he's at 163 population. Adding more houses, adding more fishing ships, adding more villagers. Look at that in the queue. 10 villagers in the queue. He's going to be insane to stop. The Romans now have expanded. The Italians have expanded across the Atlantic Ocean and have established a foothold in North America. Looks like they're also trading with the Incan Empire. So the Italians adopting a trade policy rather than a conquest policy. Not attempting to spread their religion, just attempting to spread their wealth to different parts of the globe. For Midu, he is sitting in the Castle Age. He's on the way to the Imperial Age, but unfortunately for him, Elder will get there first. And Elder has been not so nice to Midu, and Midu has been not so nice in return so far this game. So I find it hard to believe that that will change rapidly, but perhaps the Persians with Sir Rage-a-Lot will come to the Saracen defense. Ruff says, I will acquire the holy relic of the Burmese Empire. We have to wonder where that holy relic is. Okay, the monk is heading out. And the monk is looking for relics. And I think we found the holy relic. It's in Siberia. We've definitely found it. Meanwhile, the the Indian people have set up a town center on the Indonesian island, part of the island over here. So they're going to be able to access all that stone and that gold. The Italians are still really struggling for space, and they haven't gotten the speed upgrade on their ships yet. So probably want to look into that, but have added fish traps. Meanwhile, the Britons, looks like they've picked up a holy relic from the Germanic people and have deposited it in the monastery. So we'll be gaining gold from that. 2 town centers as well on the Central European plains. Another town center over farther to the north in the Rus territory. And are now attacking the Saracens. So potentially allied with the Malian people as they attack from the north. And the Malians will be attacking from the south. And now the Saracens are pinched. Casaro now offering the gift of Turkey. Or sorry, not the gift of Turkey, but the gift of a turkey. Casaro offering to the Incan people in thanks for all the trade that they have provided. Hoyo Hoyo welcoming him to the continent as well. And nervous a little bit about the plagues that the Italian people may be carrying. But the Italians look friendly this time, so potentially Hoyo Hoyo can survive the initial outbreaks. Saracen people defending quite well, actually, against this castle. The Britons are on the way to the Imperial Age, but I believe the Britons don't have too many villas. I say that though, and 127 villagers for the Britons. Where are they? I guess they're all up here. I guess he does have 127 villagers plus the fishing ships. So the economy is looking good. And meanwhile, Midu is at 70 villagers, 73 total population, and desperately trying to wall up here as the Gebettos come in from the Malians. The hatchet-chucking army is going to be very difficult to stop, especially with such limited resources for Teal. Let's check the resources right here. Look, crossbows in queue, no food, barely any gold, and only has wood in the bank. So very, very difficult, although crossbows do quite well against Gebettos. The Arbalest upgrade is not in yet either. On this side, Saracens still trying to push back the Britons, taking down another castle. Britons waiting for all of their Imperial Age upgrades. They are in Imp now. Bracer coming in. Chemistry coming in. Knights now being made, which will probably die to this castle before they can take out the trebuchets. But the ram will do the work. As the villager is coming up behind it, repairing in real time. The ram is going to take down these trebs. The crossbows are going to take down these trebs. And Sir Rage-a-Lot is realizing that the Mali Empire is too strong with its riches. And maybe wants to help out his ally here, the Saracens, a little bit, as he sees the Gebettos coming in to Saudi Arabia. And Hoyo Hoyo says, damn, you know, since you gave us that turkey, we don't feel too well. Oh, no. Oh, no, and the villagers are dying. The villagers are dying all over the continent. Oh, the turkey. It was the turkey, bro. It was the turkey that did him in. Oh, the population is just falling here in South America. Oh, more people. Oh, gee. Oh, God. Too soon. Oh, no. What has happened down here? Hopefully he can recover in time before the Europeans come along. More Gebetos pushing into Saudi Arabia. Oh. Jeez, it looks like the capital of the Saracen Empire is going to fall. And Orange, does he realize this? Yellow says the Saracens will be eliminated. They crossed me. Orange says, yes, well, not exactly with that. But as Shah, I'm fine. So Orange isn't in favor of that, but the Shah is not willing, not fully able yet to punish the Malians as the Gebetos come in and kill the remaining villagers from Teal. What is Mito sitting at right now? Mito is sitting at 40 villagers. Looks like he's expanded to the northeast of Russia into Siberia and is going to start building up his economy again. Still getting pushed, however, by the Britons and by the Malians. But here comes the Shah. The Shah won't engage against the Malians, but he will engage against those heathen Christians, the Britons over here in Eastern Europe. The elephants are now coming in. We've got trash bows from the Persians. Crossbows obviously not matching up too well against the arbalists. Fully upgraded from the Britons player, but they are cheap. So he can continue to spam them behind these elephants. On this side, Yellow continues to push in on Teal. Teal is running with more vills. However, Teal is up here, and I don't think Orange realizes that. Not Orange, sorry, Yellow. We're going to go to his point of view. Oh, no, Yellow is allied with the Shah. And the Shah was trying to protect his Saracen ally, but he's actually sentencing him to death by giving vision on these TCs. Yellow knows exactly where his enemy is. And Yellow's going to be able to punish him and chase him to the ends of the earth. Meanwhile, the Britons are holding against the Persian advance and actually pushing back now. The Persians just don't have the units they need, even in Imperial Age. What's the villager count for Orange? 120. Villager count for Pero is 112, but much bigger military. And much more upgraded military as the Persians try and defend their trebuchets and take this castle out once and for all. Knights going down to the castle. Treb shooting one more time. It feels like this castle could go down. But with only one Treb firing, I think that's going to be enough villagers to repair. We've got a signal up here, and that signal is from Yellow. And Yellow says, can I pass Orange? Yellow really wants to kill Midu. The Saracens have made their way to Russia, but they are not safe. Now Ruff is saying, let us think of our futures. But the guy in orange, he looks evil. And what did Berna say there? Ray asked him, do you wish to go into a diplomatic private discussion? Berna said yes. And to me, he seems friendly. So Berna is friendly with Orange. Very friendly with Orange. Orange is letting him take this stone. Orange let him take this wood. Berna's safely on Australia for the time being. So he doesn't want to attack Orange. Gray obviously does. The Burmese want to expand into Central Asia. They don't think they have enough space here. And they want to attack Orange, but are not going to find any help from their red ally. But Indians say Persians are strong. I don't think they realize what's happening here. I don't think Berna realizes. I think Berna's scared rather than merciful. Berna doesn't understand that the Britons are pushing him really hard. Okay, over here, the trade empire between these two players is very strong, but neither one has the upgrade that they need to make their ships faster yet. So this is going at a snail's pace at the moment. Still, it's a lot of gold coming in for the Incans. Incans? Whatever. And a lot of gold coming in from the Italians. And this is the most wholesome friendship I think we have right now. As the Italians start to establish their presence in North America, particularly Canada. The Incas seem in control of the southern United States. And over here on the western side, too. So maybe Alberta and British Columbia for the Incans and the rest of Canada for the Italians. Meanwhile, the Malians. Look at this presence on Africa. They've stretched all the way through the jungles of the Congo, all the way down into Botswana, into South Africa, expanding up into Formerly Rhodesia, Zimbabwe. That was a hell of a brain fart, Zimbabwe. And they're going to try and make some, or extract some good resources from this area, I think would be the best term. Let's take a look at their res right now. Malian resources, insane. Absolutely insane. Gebetto's in queue, tons. 13 per castle, 10k gold, 8k food, 5.5k wood, and all the upgrades are coming in. So very, very deadly. Are the Malians allied with the Britons? They are not. They work together to take out the Saracen player, but they are not allied. So the Malians maybe have found some new prey in the Britons. The Malians still have the Italians to worry about in North Africa, so maybe want to kick them out of the game. But right now, it looks like they're interested in pushing into Eastern Europe, pushing into that northern side and taking out the Britons. We'll see what the Italians have to say about this once the Malians take out their ally. Maybe they'll be relieved. Maybe they'll join forces. Maybe the Incas will finally get involved in some global politics. Maybe the Indians will do something this game, as we see Berna going for the first military units of the game. Imperial Camel Rider already upgraded, and they're already being produced here. What's in here? Elite skirmishers from the Indians. So Camel Rider and skirmishers. As Orange says, he is now busy, but I will have to pass him. Oh, prepare for yellow. He is now busy, but I will have to pass him as he is dealing with green right now. And Ruff says, my scouts report that he took part of the southeast called New Holland. Okay. And Orange says, my emissaries will build a dock. Ah, welcome to the country of Mayan Burma. So it looks like Orange is building a dock down here. He wants a port in the south, and Gray has allowed it. Gray is all about that life. He's going to let his ally down here. Maybe they can set up some trade, or maybe Orange just wants to transport somewhere new. I don't see a presence on Antarctica yet. Remember, you can set up docks here, maybe get some fish rolling from this position. And it's a good little place to set up a wonder too if you're going for that sort of victory. Red now still depleting the resources from Australia. He will run out fairly soon, so maybe he needs to think about expanding somewhere else. We'll check his bank of resources. And it's looking okay, but not completely sustainable for the whole game. I think he needs to start getting a trade set up. He's got some trade cogs going across, and he's going to go all the way over to South America. Let's check the gold on this dock. 96 gold per trade cog, so that looks pretty good for him. Meanwhile, in the middle, the Malians have made their way through Eastern Europe. The Gebettos are heading into Finland now. No, they're turning back. They don't like the cold. The Finns make them nervous. They're going to hang out here in Estonia. Okay, now they've decided to venture into the northern lands, and once again turning away. They don't see anything to hit. They don't see Sweden and Norway being occupied by these farmers from the Britons. So they're going to turn around and go the other way towards this castle that is still up in Russian territory from Pero. They're going to clear all of this up and then presumably make their way to Western Europe. The Britons, though, still have an outpost on Greenland and are able to farm on the icy glacier shelf up here in the north. The Italians, what's their plan? I don't know. There's a whole lot of talking from Gray. I need to pay attention to this. But, sir, you are a bit too far in my lands. And Midu said, I've come here to reclaim my homeland that Yellow took away from me. Gray says, you're a bit too far in my lands. I wish you back up a bit. Unless we get to a diplomatic deal, I cannot allow you to build these ranges in my land, which I mean the front two. Okay, so he doesn't want the front two ranges. These two? He's fine with all of these, but he doesn't want these? I mean, okay, I guess. As Midu tries to build back up again. Midu going for a ton of farms, and we'll check his population. 134. Midu is sitting at 92 villagers, so a decent pop. Resources are looking okay. Still needs more gold income, but he's getting some in from here. Probably needs to start a trade network at some point, too. just to bolster his economy a little bit. In Central Europe, the Gebettos heading in now with the trebuchets. I think this is I think this is the end of the line for Pero. I think he's going to be stuck on Greenland as Yellow pushes in with a massive army here. The Holy Relic will be taken out. The homeland of Britain will probably fall to the trebuchet. And Purple has to be nervous. And I think Purple... I think Purple needs to start communicating with Blue. Midu is actually receiving gold from Ruff. And he says, you will never take the Holy Burma relics. Okay, once again, I don't know who Ruff is talking to, but he's doing a whole lot of it. As he's got a massive army of elephants, trebuchet, and Arambai set up. Still, Yellow is the threat here. The Malians are the threat. Look at all of this. Like, let's look at Australia, this continent, what the resources are, like, left here. Basically nothing, right? And then we shift to Central Africa. Oh my god, dude. Like, what? There's so much jungle left to deforest. There's even elephants left to eat. Zebra. We've got some gold left over still. We've got some stone. It's just crazy. The only thing Yellow isn't doing right now is trading. And I think that's because Yellow is enemy to quite a few people. Let's look at his diplomacy. Enemy to Midu and Pero. So only 2 people, actually. And he hasn't set up trade. He's got a full queue. That's probably why. His population is all spent on military. What is he doing at the moment? He's got the Gebettos still running around. Champion. Do I have like a mod enabled? Why did these champions look like this? Wait a second. Did they auto-enable mods again in DE? Devs! Devs! Why? Why are you giving me skins I don't want? It's times like this I actually wish that things were like pay to play. We had purchasable skins, so I didn't accidentally download them. Anyway, the Saracens are back. Midu is back here, and Arbalest beat Gebetto. There is champions mixed in though. The champ Scarls from the Malians are mixed in, but I still think the Arbalists probably win this fight as they're clearing up the Gebetto from the Malian player. However, behind this, Yellow has an insane queue. We're on the Malian point of view. There's units coming from all over. The Trebs are behind too. There's 4 trebuchets from the Saracens, but nothing repairing that castle. So I think that castle will most likely go down before the Trebs can take out his own. Okay. Maybe not. 2 more shots. 1 more shot. It's at 48 HP. Shoot. Oh, the castle goes down. The trebuchet survives long enough. And the army from Midu is going to be completely wiped up here. He's reinforcing with Arbalest, but against Champ Scarls, you can't do it, man. It's going to be nearly impossible. On this side, it looks like the Incans are finally looking at spreading their influence across the globe. What is in this transport ship? A villager. Great. And the Eagle is still exploring Asia. Right. Fantastic. That's just phenomenal. That's amazing. Right. The Incas don't want none of that. Nope. They will stay on South America and North America, of course. And they will expand their influence there. Look at the resources from Hoyo Hoyo. 13,000 wood, 25,000 food, 23,000 gold, 6,000 stone. If the Incas ever decide to get serious, oh boy, it's going to be a problem for everyone else. Everyone probably except Yellow, who still has tons of resources to spare and is still pushing in against Teal. Gray now saying, okay, Purple says the Pope does not approve of this monument to heathen gods and shall send the vast wealth of the Vatican to your aid. Orange says blue is going somewhere. Go with some vills north. Green is here. Green is kind of here with a transport ship. Looking for something to do. Yellow is still pushing in. Yellow is looking for Teal. He's still hunting the Saracen player. Sorry for killing on your land, Elder apologizes to the Persian Shah. The Shah seems fairly unconcerned, though. The Shah was full of all sorts of big talk, Sir Ragelot, early in the game. He was talking about how he needs to support his ally. He was asking permission to dock. He was saying, let's set up a trade route. And now he's just casually watching Teal die the entire game. And he says, no problem. What an ally. What an ally here from Orange. No problem. Yeah, okay, it's fine. I strongly advise dealing with the Papal States. So he wants to deal with Italy, I guess. I want to develop my lands on Indian soil. Am I allowed to expand my borders and will not provoke a conflict with you, Sir Rage? And Teal says, make some army instead of giving me resources, please. So I guess Sir Ragelot was sending him resources, but has not been making any army this game whatsoever. So Teal is getting a bit mad. Midu having to fight the entire way through this game, and Orange just slowly booming up in the middle of Asia. Orange now giving permission to Gray to expand into India. Gray wants to come in here with some elephants. Red, let's see what Burna has. Burna has a whole lot of Imperial camels. So this is going to be a clash of the titans here. We got the Burmese against the Indians. Elite Battle Elephant against Imperial Camel. And remember, the Burmese have this entire position. And I think the Indians. I think, guys, looking at this, I think I know exactly what the Indians are planning. There is most likely going to be a wonder at some point over here on Australia. Till that time, though, Red has to preoccupy himself with the invasion of the Burmese. And the elephants, even though the camels get a little bit of extra bonus damage, the elephants are so strong. They're so tanky. They're going to run right through these camels, and they have the Arambai behind to clear up the remainder. Skirmishers are going to do fine against the Arambai, I guess. But against the elephants, these skirmishers are really going to struggle. So I think Burna has to probably abandon this position as more elephants are coming forward from Gray, and Trebs are hitting behind. The Burmese people are not happy about the Indians being here. And they're going to charge. Midu is pleading. He's pleading to the Burmese and Indian people, and he says, protect our continent instead of fighting amongst yourselves. The Africans are coming, folks. The Africans are hitting me, and you're ignoring them. You're simply waging your own selfish wars and engagements while I'm dying to your north. You're not realizing the full threat of the situation. Hand cannons now being added from the Indian player. I think Burna, honestly, there's nothing left here, brother. You've got some farms. There's nothing left here. Focus your attention on Australia. I mean, fight for the homeland a little bit. You're going to have to take it back eventually. But, like, you're not going to win against the elephants, I don't think. Elephants and Arambai, if Gray keeps up the production, I don't think you've got a chance. But Gray's not keeping up the production. He's only making Arambai now. What does he have in the queue? Okay, he's only got Arambai. It's got some elephants in front. That's fine. But the Imperial Camel Riders are going to come out. They're going to tank shots from the Arambai. The hand cannons are going to do damage behind. The skirmishers are going to do damage behind. Is this going to be enough for Gray? Okay, here come the elephants. Now it's over. Now it's over. Now the Indians are going to have to be pushed off of the subcontinent. Look, Sir Ragelot asking for peace from Green. He wants to expand this way. And Green wants to expand and reclaim the lands that he once had. The lands taken over by Yellow that Yellow abandoned. And Orange is actually threatening him. He's saying, this is the last one. I'm only asking once. Shah will obliterate the people not wanting peace. So I'm going after Green. So the Shah is declaring war on Green. They're just all ignoring the fact that Yellow is killing Teal. And Yellow has the potential to roll all of them. They're going to engage in their own little wars here. War between the Burmese and the Indians. The war between the Persians and the Britons over on this side. What the fuck? Huh? Why is there an Incan petard in the middle of the Czech Republic? Okay, we don't ask questions like that. We just watch the Burmese roll completely over the Indians. I asked him twice for peace, Orange says, as he casually invades the former British territory. Tons of houses and tons of production buildings coming down from Orange here. Let's see. Orange has lots of wood, lots of food, not too much gold, and a bit of stone. And Orange has 148 villagers, 52 military. I don't know where that military is, though. Oh, it's all in crossbows, probably. We got some crossbows here, crossbows there, Treb here, Treb there. Yellow is still clearing up Midu. Midu is on the run, and Midu has... The Saracens have moved, folks. The Saracens have moved to Japan. And they will be hunting boar in Japan for the time being. And they will be perfectly content to stay in Japan for the remainder of their days because, frankly, there's nowhere else to go. Up here, Yellow is clearing up the rest of Teal's stuff. The petard was like 20 minutes ago. Hoyo said, accept this sacrifice. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. There's so much chat, dude. Elder saying you can deforest this. What did Elder signal there? Did he signal Central Africa? Potential. Okay, the final villagers on the mainland are going to be wiped up from Midu. And all Midu has left, I believe, is a transport ship. He's going to go to New Zealand. Is there enough space to set up a town center on New Zealand? I think is the question we're all asking. I don't believe there is. But if there's anyone that can find out, it's Midu. Very accurate, by the way, that we have 3 sheep adorning this tiny isle in the South Pacific. Wonderful stuff. Blue... Hoyo Hoyo is just confusing, I think. He's set up walls here. Maybe another human sacrifice, potentially. And Midu! The Saracens have made it to British Columbia / Northern Alberta / Alaska / Yukon. Wherever this is, the Saracens are setting up another TC here. And I don't believe that Yellow's going to know about this. Okay. Let me live here in peace and I'll send you tributes. Okay, I think he was talking to Casaro and to Hoyo Hoyo. And Orange is ratting out... Oh my, Orange is ratting out Green. He said he's massing longbows in the icy lands. And it is true. Greenland has multiple castles, and we see the longbowmen being trained in the icy north, and they will be loaded onto transport ships. Lots of trade from the British, by the way. Let's check the gold. 46 traders from the British people. And the resources for the Britons are actually still looking fairly decent. Town center does fit on New Zealand, so the Saracens are ratting it up here. We see them on Japan. I think they've finally accumulated all of the food they could from that boar. Can't really set up any farms, so they're kind of stuck here for the time being. But maybe they can set up fishing colonies along the edge. They've also set up in New Zealand, and they're going to be able to take this boar too. Be able to take these sheep and this deer and do a similar thing that they did in Japan. Meanwhile, in Australia, still no wonder from the Indian people. You'd love to see that. Maybe they didn't set it on standard victory. I was hoping they would. But now Elder is going onto the seas. Elder is going onto the seas, and Elder is going to take out the trade routes between the Incans and the Britons. And maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough to drive the Incan people into the fight. And it is. The Incans have deleted many of their villagers, and the Incans have been gathering relics from all over the place. Oh my goodness, look at the relic count here. Holy, dude. There's 5 in there, there's 5 in there, there's 1 in there. They've got 11 relics. Gold is coming in like crazy, and siege rams are being loaded up. Cameos are being loaded up. Full upgrades on these bad boys, and the Incans are going to war. Gray now asking, my Persian friend, are you in a conflict? I don't have any conflicts, but thanks for care. Shah is prosperous and peaceful, says Orange. Gray says, my conflict with the Indians is finished. We can pursue peace. We can pursue Peach? Is this Mario? In our holy lands. But those Indians will come back. They're pursuing Peach. I think I saw her go through a green tube not 20 minutes ago. She was with some spiky turtle, dude. Okay, Blue's trade is finally being cleared up. Look at the resources from Hoyo Hoyo. Look at that queue from Hoyo Hoyo. He's now going for a navy of his own. He wants to make sure this trade is safe. He wants to make sure his transport landing is safe. But where is all... Yeah, these are being produced from these docks, and he's still fishing with all these fishing ships. Green now trading to another dock at the back of South Africa on the western edge. Try and keep himself safe. Green is also being cleared up in Scandinavia. The Norwegians and the Swedes are having problems here. The Britain colonizers are being pushed off by the Malians from the north. Yellow now says, orange and purple, do you want to defend and hold the wonder I can build? ? And orange says, those Indians, as far as I know, are living in a land some people calling America. Also, I heard some so-called aborigines speaking about a massive wealth of Indian sultan. Okay, so maybe thinking about going down here to mess with the Indians. Okay. Great, that's fun stuff. We've got a fleet over here from the Burmese and a fleet here from Burma too. And Burma should be considering a wonder, right? With this kind of fleet, with these castles around here, I think Burma should definitely invest in a wonder. Let's check the resources. Doesn't have enough stone, but can sell the food to buy the stone that he needs to set it up. Yellow's thinking about a wonder. We saw that in the chat before. And a wonder in Africa might be good if it weren't for... Oh my god, where'd the army from Blue go? Please don't tell me you lost all those transport ships. Blue? Oh no. Oh, brother. Blue, what's your population? No. He's got 115 military. Where are they? Am I blind? Elder started building a wonder. Elder started building a wonder. Where is it? It's right here. It's in the Malian home territory. He had transports. I know. I'm looking for the transports. I don't see them. I don't see them, folks. Where are they? Oh, they're right here. They blend in with the oceans perfectly, bro. They blend in perfectly with the oceans. And is he? Who's he waiting to attack? I mean, this is an amazing plane of attack. If he goes from this side, from yellow, yellow will never expect it. He'll expect something from this side. So this could be good. Or maybe he's planning on attacking red. Who knows? What is yellow saying? Oh no, black plague. My villagers are dying due to black plague. And gray is saying, should we retaliate against that wonder? And orange says, let him build it. Gray says, okay, shall we build our wonders of friendship in Bhutan? Bhutan, the happiest country on earth. Fantastic place to build wonders of friendship. Right over here, so maybe they're considering it. I will need a navy to protect this wonder, says yellow. Who is he asking? That's my question. Who is yellow allied with? Yellow is allied with purple, red, orange, and gray. And there's Grey's Wonder in the middle from the Burmese. That's in the middle of Asia. I don't know how well this wonder's going to do. He's going to have to build quite a bit around it if he wants to keep this safe. Can you hit his bell to see who he's talking to? You mean Yellow? Yellow's not talking to anyone. Okay, I hear lots of barracks going up from him. So he's getting ready for something big. Yeah, look at all these. He's just going to spam. And look, he's even walling off the shorelines. He doesn't want any sort of landing here. The Britons are actually making tons of fire ships. And cannon galleons are on the way from the Britons player too. This is out of range of the cannon galleons, but if the Britons take full control over this water area, that means a landing is very possible. Meanwhile, on this side, the Saracens have started trading. The Saracens have also been booming up on New Zealand while we weren't paying attention. Set up more docks and potentially a trading empire for them. They've been booming up in Alaska too. We've got a market here, not really taking any wood, taking any resources, just full focused on the trading for the time being. Wonder is almost complete for Yellow. And this is going to be a Malian wonder, which I believe is the big, tall, rectangular one? Right? Right? We'll find out in a short period of time. It's Degene? Oh, not Degene. Not this again. Okay, wonder is now complete. And we have 500 years, and this is Degene indeed. As we see this big fortress of a wonder here. Coming up in Mali. Grey Scout is still wandering around here. And tons of Genoese crossbows, so maybe the Italians have something to say here. Although, this is... Can you think of a worse fully upgraded unit, unique unit to be making against Malian champs girls? I don't know if you can. This one's pretty bad against champs girls. The Malians get tons of pierce armor. Elite skirmisher, but that's not really, I mean, it's technically unique to the Vietnamese, but I'm talking about unit from a castle. Longbow? No, longbow would do better because they have more damage output and more range. But here, speaking of longbows, oh my goodness, the Britons have had enough. We're going to see the longbows and we're going to see the Genoese crossbows come in here and attempt to take out the Malian wonder. That's not going to be enough longbows, though. The champions will come out. Longbows are at 7+4 attack. You can see they're still doing decently in a big group when the champions are far away. But with the amount of spam that yellow can send into green, I think it's going to be very tough for the Britons to make a complete foothold here in the central part of Africa. They're going to have to stay near their fire ships, stay near the shoreline for the time being. Meanwhile, blue, the Incans! The Incans are going ham. Elephant archers should be worse. No, elephant archers should be better, way better. The Incans are going ham. They've landed Australia. What is this? Some sort of strange disease seems to have taken control of the Incan forces, and they will have to build up once again. Elephant Archer is scaring them, I guess, and Hoyo Hoyo's forces all unfortunately falling to said pandemic. We shift our attention for the time being back to Africa, where the longbows get completely destroyed. The Malians taking out the longbow army with an onager. What a time to switch over to this point of view. Oh my god. The delete trick coming in clutch, and the Trebs have decided to murder an ostrich. And all the army from Pero will be completely cleared up by the Malian champs girls. Avec un onager. Wow. What a moment to switch back there. 2 wonders now in place. Wow, that is a beautiful wonder. That is an absolutely stunning wonder from the Burmese player. And the Persians are going to build a wonder of their own, too. It will go up soon, presumably, as the Shah sends more villagers. And remember, these are wonders of friendship. And now the Britons are coming over here. And do the Britons also make a wonder of friendship on this part of Asia? That's the question. And Sir Rachelot says, shall we join the fight? Now, who are they going to be fighting against? I guess is the question. Yes. Against the yellow. So they want to take down this wonder in the middle of Africa. Someone is signaling this. That was yellow signaling this. He says question mark. Orange says wait for purple though. And yellow and gray says let's do it, my friend. Okay. The Malians are getting quite nervous about the Italians, and like I said before, Genoese crossbow is probably one of the worst fully upgraded units you could send against this combo. It's definitely up there. It's like right below skirmisher, I think. Oh God, no! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't do it. Oh. Right. So he's enemied him. Unsurprisingly, the Italians not really appreciating the attack ground from their Malian allies and kind of doing him a favor, to be honest, killing those Genoese Expo. Hopefully he doesn't make more. Never mind, he's dropped off more. Bombard towers on the Italian peninsula are going to be firing at these buildings from the Malians, and the Champ Scarls are going to be convincingly taking trades against the Genoese crossbowmen, while the castle from the Italians attempts to go up in southern Morocco. Meanwhile, the onager is still there, attacking the castle foundation, it looks like, though, not the villagers. Okay, the villagers go down now. Longbows attacking from range. Looks like the Britons have arrived once again. Are going to try for an amphibious landing in northern Africa to push these Malians back. Meanwhile, from the east, I think Gray is building his forces, and I think the Shah is going to join him as they try and push in to Africa. Only 382 years left on that monument. Blue also has a monument of his own. Let's see where it is. Where is this wonderful wonder? Oh, no, he's going for the... The Incas have captured all the relics. That is not a monument. That's definitely not a monument. That is a relic victory for the Incas. How many relics over here for Hoyo Hoyo? 12 relics in the monasteries for Hoyo Hoyo. Impressive stuff from the Incas. Maybe that's what this landing was all about. Maybe we missed it. Maybe Berna had a relic here, and the Incas just wanted to snag that relic and get out of Dodge. Okay, wonders coming up. Friendship wonder from the Britons. Another friendship wonder from the Britons. And a friendship wonder from the Persians, too. More cameos from the Incas patrolling the shorelines. Never mind. The Incas are interested in getting involved in global politics before. The last time we saw it happen, it didn't really work out too well for them. It's an understatement. As all of their units mysteriously died. Meanwhile, though, the push against Northern Africa has been held pretty convincingly by the Malians. Going to be clearing up the remainder of those longbows. And let's check on Green, because Green has been up here in Greenland. I guess that's, like, weirdly applicable. Green has been based out of Greenland? Maybe that's why he went there in the first place. And Green is now getting, is that human? Warwolf, sorry. Warwolf technology. So Trebs will be coming out. Will be attempting to get that splash damage when he lands next time. Green is also down here harvesting some resources. Still tons of res left in South America. Lots and lots of wood available. And still some gold and stone too. So that's going to come in handy. In Africa, tons of resources available too. Still lots and lots of wood there. The Burmese, though, pushing across from Eastern Africa. The elephants are coming into play. The Gebettos are here, though, in defense. We've got siege onagers, and a lot of those elephants are weak. A lot of these elephants are weak. So the siege onagers could potentially get some big shots. Treb's following up behind, trying to take out these castles. There's a lot of castles for the Malians player. And Teal, the Saracen player, heavy camel riders this time. Why, I don't know, against Malians, but heavy camel riders doing 1 damage each to this castle. So that castle should go down in a couple hours. Exciting stuff here from Teal as he's established another foothold. He used all the resources from that trading empire, brought the villagers back into northeastern Russia, has set up stables, and is currently spamming units in. So it's teal, it's gray, it's blue, it's purple, it's green. All against yellow as the Incan Empire brings all of its forces to bear on this side. Tons of rams, tons of Kameyuks. There is a siege onager in defense, but if the Kameyuks can get close, they'll be able to take that out. More siege onagers behind. Champions spamming from all of these barracks. Lots of siege onagers following up, but the rams are taking out all the production buildings. And he's building a foothold. He's making a castle here. Remember, the Incas have a relic victory, so if the Incas clear this up, they just need to move on to this relic, take it out, and then they can succeed. Sorry, that wonder, take it out. Then they could succeed with the relics of their own. Kameyuks actually doing quite well against the composition from Elder. They get extra range, so they do pretty well against infantry. Rams following up behind this, but the Kameyuk numbers are dwindling. Still, is this enough of a distraction for Yellow to lose the monument, for potentially some other player to push in, such as the Saracens? Midu going for his revenge, and he's making a beeline for the wonder currently. Elder is trying to hold on, could potentially attack around these camels. No, the camels dodge around the first shot, and now they're coming in, and Orange is here too. Sarajalot is here with halberdiers. On this side, the Incas are being pushed back. There's more castles though. 3 castles set up in Africa, in that western part, in modern day Ghana. And the push has been stalled. The push has been stalled still. There's still 285 years left on this countdown. So many players with wonders now. We see the British wonder going up. We see the wonder from the Shah in this area. These are all friendship wonders, remember. So these guys will achieve victory together, presumably, if their wonder enters the final stages of the timer. The Indians, though. Indians are deciding to defend the Malians. So the Indians didn't appreciate what happened to their homeland. And they're going to be allied from Australia, where there's no resources left over whatsoever. Maybe just, maybe a tree or some farms. The Indians are going to establish a foothold, but it's too late! The trebuchets from Green, Pero, the Britons, landing in Algeria and sniping that wonder while the Malians aren't paying attention. The Malians had to divide their attention in the west, in the east, and they didn't pay attention to the north. The Britons getting their revenge, and they'll simply load up the trebuchets and move away. Berna now changing diplomatic stance with Pero to enemy, so Berna is doubling down on his alliance with Yellow, which may not be the smartest decision at the moment, seeing as the Incan Empire is just flooding its way across Africa. And oh, how the turntables here, as Yellow is being beaten back and teamed up on. The wonder is dead. The military production is really stalling out. Let's take a look at Yellow's resources. Tons of wood, tons of food, but no gold in the bank. Just 1,300 to his name. Gonna be really tough to produce the units he wants to produce, especially with everything dying here. Purple now has a hell of an army. Casaro with 128 military and a lot of bombard cannons too. All the Genoese crossbowmen. He's now receiving gold from Berna though. Berna is really trying to help Yellow hold on here. He's got hand cannons. He's giving gold to Yellow to produce. But yellow's not producing anything. Yellow seems to have given up. The Malians are not happy. Now live in peace, my friend, says Gray. We defeated the evil elder. Well, he's not dead yet. Look at this. Tons of units in the queue. He's not quite dead yet. You need to finish him off. Snipes Wonder leaves, refuses to elaborate further. Chad. Exactly. Green will stick to Greenland, thank you very much. That is his home, and that's where he shall stay. He still has a town center on England, too. Pretty Chad maneuver to keep that alive from Green. You gotta love to see it. Okay, Teal making his way to the south of Africa, or through the central part of Africa. He's gonna expand a little bit. Saracens are not happy about what happened to them earlier, for sure. Now, Orange says we need Red's help against Blue. And Hoyo Hoyo is saying, They think they need Red's help against Blue. Look at all that they have, dude. They've got a 4-stack alliance here. 5-stack, actually, with Purple. Do they really need help against Blue? At this point, I'd be worried about Green. Because Green, the last time he saw a Wonder, he just dropped off some stuff and sniped it. But I think Green is part of this friendship pack, too. So their Wonder should be safe for the time being. Gray says Blue stole the holy relic of the Burma. Oh! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That's where Blue got the final relic! Oh, no! He stole it from Gray! That's a Chad maneuver right there. I was wondering where he got that final one. I guess he showed up here, stole the holy relic that Gray was going on about earlier in the game. And they must be enemies for life now. And what did Gray say here? Yes, he has all relics for himself, says Orange. And Gray said, preposterous. He can stick those relics up his eagle butthole. So he's not happy. So he's not happy at all. Teal sending his trade ships now into the force from Blue, which is clearing them up right away. Green is trying to get around, and Green is actually killing the trade ships from Teal too. Is Green enemied with Teal? Were those Teal trade ships? Like, were those yellow? I couldn't tell. Maybe they were yellow. Let's go to Green's point of view. Who is he enemied with? He's enemied with Teal. So Green is over here with Purple. He's trading with Purple. He sees Teal is here, but he hasn't killed this. He is killing the trading empire, though. And should probably make his way over here and kill the Japanese fishing empire. Wow, the Japanese have really gone all out. Fishing the Pacific. Wow. That is a fish market over here in Japan. Also has some stuff up here, too. What is Teal, like, his population is at 109. He's got 55 villagers, but it feels like it's all fish. 97 economic units and 55 idle vills, sorry. Right. New Zealand is in lockdown, folks. No one is working. I hope they're getting paid. As Teal clears up some of the villagers from Red, and Red has set up a base in Africa, so I guess that's what Yellow was saying when he signaled and say you could harvest these resources. He was signaling the central part of Africa, but I don't think it's really going to help Red that much, as Purple has a gigantic military. The Italians are now expanding from North Africa down into Central Africa. Definitely want to expand their empire. Now we've got a whole bunch of chat going on here, folks. Elder says snipe these, and I presume he's talking about the wonders over here. Ragelot says, I know, what are those armies? Hoyo Hoyo says they're for Gray. We let Gray win or snipe, question mark. Do you want me to help you? I don't know who's talking to. If so, then I need 1 relic from yours. Oh! The Shah is communicating with the Incas and saying, if you want me to snipe this wonder, I'm gonna need 1 relic. And remember, that wonder is further in the countdown, is closer in the countdown than the relic victory from the Incas. So does blue give that up? If I was blue, I wouldn't. I'd be conniving with someone else, particularly green, who suspiciously, yeah, like that's not sus at all, right? Like, surely that's not suspicious at all. If I was green, I'd be playing it off like, no, man, they're just onagers, you know? It's my defense. It's how I'm gonna help defend this area. Onagers, bro. Scorpions, bro. That's what I expected to see. I thought this was a true friendship pact and wonder. But I guess... like, what are you going to defend? How are you going to defend with rams? This is a threat. He stole the holy relic of Burma. It is forever war. And blue is saying orange. So they're talking a little bit. There's just a general clear up going on in Africa, by the way. Yellow is being completely cleared. And yellow has made his way... Actually, yellow has made his way to North America. And yellow's cleared up all of this stuff from blue. Yellow still has resources. And we might see... Yellow has a ton of resources. We might see blue get cleared up from this area. Yellow get access to this gold. And then he can push down into South America potentially. And do something. We also see random ass hussars from orange over here. And blue's timer ended. Orange killed the relics. He killed the monastery that was holding the relics with these hussar. How did I miss that? Blue is not happy. It says orange in all caps. Orange and red, I am in America. There's too much happening right... Dude, there's too much going on right now. What is green doing? Green's building up for something, clearly. 108 years left on the monument from gray. Oh, there's too much intrigue here, dude. I don't even know. I don't even know. And blue's gonna have another 500 years once he garrisons those relics. Like, build a wall this time, dude. Ruff says for Burma. And Ruff is attacking the barracks from blue. They were allied once upon a time. But now he's going to kill all this forward position from blue. And presumably make his way over here. To clear up this too. Kameyuks are going to go forward and clear up these hussars that somehow made their way over here. Yellow is going to be advancing from the north. Demo ships here would be fantastic, I think. And for Burma and the Persian Empire. So he's projecting his war cry for not just himself, but for his buddy Orange too. Meanwhile, the Kameyuks have taken out the Hussar, but will they be able to take out all these champions? I think so, right? I think the Kameyuks win here, right? Oh, there's more champions on the way. Maybe not. I guess the champions just had superior numbers there. They'll barely be able to take out the Kameyuks. With the reinforcements there too. And now blue is forced to spam more. Blue, though, has the production. And I don't know how much gold yellow has in the bank. He's sending in pikemen now, which will really struggle. 14 gold in the bank. Gold for blue is at 13,000. 40,000 food. Okay. I think Orange and Gray suspect something. We want to destroy our friendship. Orange is attacking the elephant from Gray? Orange is attacking Gray? And he said we had to. And here comes... Oh my god! Burma's gonna die. Dude, the Burmese people are gonna get wiped off the face of the earth in the face. Like, what can you do? The Wonder goes down. It is destroyed, and the Trebs from green actually came from the south. The Trebs came from the south. He looped all the way around and unpacked those. He didn't need to, but he did anyway. And now the Rams are heading for the Wonder from orange. I thought they were teaming up against gray. Green also tried to wall in his own Wonder here. He has no foothold. He's basically, his win condition is in the middle of everybody. And in the space of a minute, we just lost 2 of our Wonders. This is why you don't build friendship Wonders, folks, because there is no such thing as friendship in Earth map diplomacy, okay? Friendship ended with rough. And then green is just he's still making Rams. The elephants are going to clear everything up. It looks like orange and gray are friends again. That was quick. Gray's economy is getting wiped up by the Rams. But now they're friends again, apparently, against green. And they're going to be able to kill this Wonder. And once again, blue has the Relic victory condition. Although, oh god. I think yellow maybe lost a big fight here. And yellow's desperately trying to wall up. And remember, we looked at yellow's resources before. Yeah, about the pikemen. See, blue has pikemen that are better than your pikemen. And he's on his way, friend. And oh my god. Pikemen, though. I mean, like, if you have enough of them. As Perro's Wonder goes down. The final Wonder of the Friendship Wonder series. And Berna! Berna has now decided to join the fray. Everyone is so weakened. This map looks like a Jackson Pollock painting on the mini-map. Berna has decided to go for a Wonder of his own. Honestly, I think if there's any chance for somebody to hold, it might be Berna here. Because I think blue is going to be targeted down. I mean, if anything, green is going to sneak his transport ninja ships around somewhere and treb this at some point, right? Surely. I mean, he's even got villagers here. He could make it happen. But Berna has this whole place fortified with castles. He's got ships everywhere. It feels like he could do it. What's his resources looking like? Probably wants to buy some stone and even start making, like, keeps around here. It's just anything in defense, right? Yellow fully cleared up off of Africa, by the way. Purple still pushing down to the southern tip. Purple's going to have tons of available wood in the middle here. Relic victory is at 385 years. This is a very long game, but this is a very entertaining... Which one's better, though? This one or the last one? Because I feel like they've both been really good. Hoyo Hoyo says, all help Purple. Purple says, thank you. You are a true Christian soul. Even though you spread a plague through my nation. He gave you poison turkey, bro. Orange says, would you mind me picking wood? Who's he talking to? Hindustan shall be destroyed. Okay, so Orange doesn't like that Berna is still alive. Yeah, Orange needs wood bad. That's true. He does. There's no wood on this side of the map. Everything has been completely deforested. Oh, boy. There's no wood anywhere, dude. Okay, there's some wood here. There's definitely wood in Africa. And there's wood in South America, and that's about it. I don't think there's any wood up in North America. No, nothing. It's all about trade now. Dave, will it be on YouTube? You're goddamn right it's going to be on YouTube. Dude, at this point, like, we've gotten 2 absolutely amazing community games out of this. I think this is like a replayable format because it's always going to change based on the players and based on the civ locations. There's a lot of chatting in this one, though. Sultanate in Australia shall be wonderless. And Gray says yes. Man, this is like the Gray and Orange are like the greatest love story ever, dude. They've been communicating the entire game. Except when they enemyed each other, but remember the old saying, okay? If you cut a rope and you tie it back together, that brings both ends closer. Right? And I think that's what happened between these two. I love alternate history simulator. Yeah, Mel, me too. That's not a saying. Oh, I see what you did there. Not a saying. I see. Okay, this is the calm before the storm, because Blue is the only player with a countdown at the moment. Burner should probably get his countdown burning as the wonder is about to complete. What does the Indian wonder look like? I hope it's cool. And who's still trading? I feel like Burna has a lot of gold from trade, right? Yep. But no wood. Oh, Oh, did we miss a gigantic fight between the Kamooks and the pikemen up here? I think we did. Oh, no. I wanted to see that, dude. There we go. Red's wonder ticking in. Let's take a look at Blue's KD. So, if you're watching on YouTube, skip back about 5 minutes. Look at Blue's KD, and then look at it now. Because I think Yellow lost all of his pikemen. And we're checking the Malian resources. And yeah, he's got 6 villagers in a transport ship. Is he going to Antarctica or is he going to Australia? Also, Midu is still here. Burna needs to be careful about Midu here. It's a pretty cool looking wonder. I mean, it's not as spectacular as some of the other ones. Pretty small, but looks cool. Looks like something you would see like a miniature version at a casino or something in Las Vegas. Midu still kind of trading. Let's check Midu's gold. Right. Midu has 7 gold. Okay. 28 idle villagers. Probably all fishing ships and trade carts. Wait a second. What was that? What was that? What did I just see? Oh, Oh, this is in North America. This is in Newfoundland. Okay, I was like, what the heck is going on here? We got a halberdier, a villager, a house, and a boar. Must be a story behind that. Anyway, like I said, calm before the storm. Wonder now being put down from the Incas player. Can anyone stop this? I think so, man. Honestly, I think so. I don't think Blue has the military to stop this and doesn't have the wood, even though there's so much wood available. Blue really needs to get on the villager train. You can see all the villagers he's producing. Definitely thinking about the wood situation. Look, 12 villagers in the first 3, 11, 11, 12. He's thinking about getting his resources up because he knows he needs probably a navy to secure this. Still has some trade going and still has 15,000 gold in the bank. Let's check the resources from Purple. Purple's got a few units in the queue, I think. So some just a bit of resources tied up in his production. Also has a big army on Africa, if I remember correctly. Yes, this army is making its way over now to Turkey and up through Europe. Now, Purple making some units in North America, too. And there's still chat going on. Elder says, red, we shall trade. Burna says, okay. Elder says, look south. And Ruff says, no. I go after the evil Burma, stealing eagle-sniffing Incas. So he's not happy again. Gray doesn't want to engage against red at all. He's not interested in this. He's not interested at all. He wants to get the relic back that was taken from him. It was stolen from his people by the Incas, and he wants to take that back. And he sees the countdown is at 260 years, so we don't have that long to go. Meanwhile, the Malian Empire reestablishing itself. You may not have heard of this, but the Malians were actually the first visitors to the South Pole, and they set up a town center there. Actually managed to farm around there. So we'll see if Elder knows about that little piece of history and sets up some eco in this area. Has docks on the way. I wonder if there's fishing ships coming out of these. Nope. Why is there... Okay, there's a farm. Why is there a fish trap here in this dock? Oh, no. Oh, no. Ruff's gonna find him by mistake. Okay, Ruff sees him and decides mercy is the option that he wants to take, and it heads over to the Incas now. I wish the utter destruction upon the Incas, he says. Purple now says, as long as he allows us to control Jerusalem, I shall respect our alliance. But I will send aid from my coffers if you are suggesting a crusade. And Blue says, well, I think Purple is talking to Blue. Or maybe Blue is talking to Gray, yes. And now Gray is making a public service announcement and saying the Malians have colonized Antarctica. Right. The Malians have colonized Antarctica. So now everyone's aware. Teal has some cannon ships here. Blue has fire ships. So Blue sees the Navy from Gray. He sees the transports from Gray. And he's not too impressed. And he can actually wipe out this entire Navy if he sends his fire ships right now. You have to know that it's coming towards you, right? You have to. Check the resources from Blue. Is Popcat. And he can't produce villagers. He only has 31. He needs wood. Remember, we talked about that before. And he still hasn't... He doesn't have enough pop space to make the villas he needs. Still got them in the queue. Still waiting to be produced. Waiting to be born, as a matter of fact. Okay, red with some more trade. Teal with cannon gun. Who is Teal going after? Who is Teal enemy right now? Teal is enemy to green, red, and yellow. Oh no. Midu. Midu remembers, dude. Midu remembers what happened at the beginning of the game. Midu has no mercy, brother. Oh god. Poor... Oh, everyone ganged up against yellow. Everybody. And it's going to be a bad end for him as the cannon galleons come in. Let's see what the response is from Elder. Elder is making trade cogs. Luckily, Elder has a transport ship. So he can get away. And it looks like he's already packing up. He says, okay. Time to move. Elder is going to be shifting his location. And he spent a lot of wood to start this base here. We'll be able to get some trade cogs on the field, though. So maybe wants to set up a dock somewhere else. Some Midu got wiped up off of this colony. The New Zealand economy is completely gone. Burna actually wiped that up when we weren't paying attention. And Antarctica will be completely cleared in a second here. Meanwhile, on this side, did Gray engage against the Navy? Looks like Gray engaged against the Navy from Blue and lost everything. Absolutely everything. So the counter is at 182 years as Gray sends in his elephants to in a desperate attempt to kill that monastery. Blue, instead of walling in the monastery, has left this flank exposed and probably wants to repair it. But, okay, he's repairing it now. Okay, good. The relic won't pop out. The Kamioks will take care of the elephants. Gray did manage to land for a split second. But all of that army dies. And Blue is at 171 years. It's a long game. Running out of wood everywhere on the globe. And can Blue be the last one standing? Or is it going to be red? Or is it going to be green? Greenland. Completely green at the moment. And I like the defensive strategy from Pero. It's the hidden demolition ships. It's the ones you don't expect that'll get you. He set them up on the glaciers, and he set some sort of slide apparatus up. So if they need to get off the ice, he's just going to slide the explosives down at his enemies. Sitting right up here on the glacier. Towers, too. And British towers, 7+6. Set up here. I mean, Does this wonder even have a chance of living for 450 years? No, I don't think so. But it's a valiant attempt. Signal in the middle here. Yellow says, I'm a friend. They are foresting. No, friend, they are foresting this. So I guess he's signaling that to Berna? Who's Yellow's friend? Does Yellow have friends? Berna and Orange. And Purple remembers too. Casaro definitely remembers what happened. And he's just going to kill all of these units from Yellow as he tries to reboom in Central Africa. Another dock coming up from Yellow, so potentially another transport ship to escape the horrors of what's happening to him. In this side, Orange landed! Orange landed with crossbows, but it's crossbows. Why? I mean, take your shots, sure, but he killed a building, I think. I'm not sure what it was. Oh my god. What is this? A fucking rainforest cafe? What is this wonder? It is cool. It just looks weird. Machu Picchu? That's not. Is that Machu Picchu? It does look kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. Does it really? It doesn't really look like Machu Picchu though. I guess the only pictures I see of Machu Picchu are of its ruined state. So I suppose that could be what it looked like, or a portion of it. Mezzo Cafe. Mezzo Cafe, true. All right, in the middle, Purple is clearing up Yellow. Yellow just has nowhere to run. And Teal is actually going to be sending Rams over, too. So Teal will probably be... Who's Teal enemy to? Who's Midu enemy to? Is he still going after Yellow? Oh, no. He's allied with everyone but Pero, Berna, and Elder. So he still has his vendetta versus Elder. Red is now signaling, or no, Purple is signaling that dock. And Midu says, I reclaim my homeland at last and will build a wonder to honor it. So Midu's going for a wonder. Okay. We're going to have the fourth player at the time. Sorry if you heard my hiccups there. You have the fourth player at the time building a wonder. Blue has a wonder too, but it's at 350 years. The real threat is the Relic victory at 94. Let's see if Green backstabs again. Do you think he does? He's got his own wonder. He's got all these trebs, but he's making no move to back him up. This is like, dude. This is honestly intimidating what's going on up here. Holy. We got 37 demo ships. We've got like 60 fires. We've got guard towers. We've got werewolf trebuchets. We've got castles. We've got longbows in here. Lots of longbows. So if you think about Blue's enemies, and we're going to shift to his point of view. Blue is allied with Purple, who's to the north of him. They've been friends all game. Remember, Purple gave him Turkey. He's allied with Pero, who has a wonder at the top. So maybe Pero is fine with the allied victory with the Incas. And he's allied with Midu, who has somehow ratted his way through this game. And Midu will now be adding docks on this side. The trade for Midu must have been insane, honestly. He's been able to afford stuff that he shouldn't have been able to. Like, remember when he ran up here and that got completely wiped out? And then made a mill on Japan to take 1 boar? And then made a TC on New Zealand to take a boar and 3 sheep? Green wrote red about betrayal. Hi, Berna. We make peace and I kill the relic win for you. Green is switching his allegiance. Oh no, dude, this is gonna happen again? Bro, no way this happens again. Blue needs to learn, dude. Green backstab the fuck out of them over here. No fucking shot, dude. Only 48 years. He needs to do it soon. Okay, what does yellow say? I have reclaimed the original home of Antarctica, and we will get trade. Hoyo Hoyo says orange, no. My elephants are in there, says Gray. Your elephants are in where? Is there transports? Is there like a last-ditch attempt? No way, dude! Blue, you have to notice this. Hoyo Hoyo, you have to enemy him now. GG, well played, says Orange. No, 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 my friend. No, 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 my friend. Blue, please don't look. No, dude, come on. Enemy him now. He moved them. He moved them. He moved them. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Dude, it took so fucking long to get through those fish. Kill it with fire. Oh, he's dead. Dude, how can you just watch this happen? Nice, says Berna. And Hoyo Hoyo just watches it happen. And now Green's gonna take out his wonder. And Hoyo Hoyo says, bruh. No, it's not bruh to Green. It's bruh to you. You watch that. You even move the fire ships away so his transport could get around smoother. You literally enabled what just happened. And now your wonder's dead too. Hoyo Hoyo says, GG guys, I actually have to go. The Incas are fading away. Oh, they gave it a good shot. Hoyo Hoyo with some great attempts there, but just couldn't pull it out. Now we look at who's left as these trebs load up into the transport ship again. This is the third wonder that Green has sniped. Fourth wonder that Green has sniped this game. Power vacuum indeed, and there's tons of... Oh, there's some wood left in South America for the taking. Ah, Pero. I wonder if Pero offers the relic back to Gray now that it's gone and Hoyo Hoyo is gone. Elder says, I will reclaim. Okay, is he going to reclaim Africa? Because there's not... Even the wood in Africa has been chopped. Oh, no. A 3-hour game here. 3-hour plus game. And Green is... Oh, no, Pero! Dude, what the fuck? Certified sniper, bro. And no one's paying attention. How is no one realizing what's happening? And the same thing from Berna. He says, bruh. No, bruh to you. You left a hole. You literally walled up the entire shoreline, and there's a goddamn hole right here. Ready. You had one job, Berna. And now Ragelot says, so Green. Oh, that just extended this game by another 30 minutes. Dude, this guy's not even Snippy level. The Pero guy is beyond Snippy level at this point. Oh my god. That's 5 wonders he's taken down. 5. Pero for world president. You asked for standard victory? Yeah, I did. I like this. And what are they saying here? So Green says orange? What the fuck did the castles were for, says Berna. And Pero says, nice try, Casaro. So maybe Casaro made an effort to come after Berna's base. My citizens need estates in Africa, says the Shah. How did Red Wonder get killed, asks Gray. And Orange says deleted. And Gray says, ah. So they don't even... I don't even think they know. I don't think they know the threat of green, even though they got their wonders wiped up by him. As gray goes for another wonder. Oh, this is an endless cycle of wonders. Check the resources from every player. Let's start with Pero here. Pero has a lot of wood, not much gold, and not much food. Casaro has a lot. And he... The problem with Casaro right now is the fact that there's literally like... There's probably 50,000 res in the queue. Right? Like, how much is in the queue right here? Can someone screenshot it and do the calculation? As... Oh my... Bro. That's number 6. What the fuck did the castles were for indeed? Dude. What the hell? I'm gonna wet myself? They're gonna wet themselves, man. Wait. Wait, what? Why were those blue units moving? I feel like the X-Files music should come on right now. They were moving after he was dead. Defensive stance? I mean, maybe. Here comes Casaro coming over to kill this trap. That's a high-value trebuchet, actually. Green should have moved that, but, I mean, the job is done, right? And now they're all going to come after Green, and Green has Fortress Greenland set up here. Oh my god. Dude. Demo ships. Warwolf trebs. Keeps. Castles. Fire ships. Does he have the res to spam? I guess is the only question. Because the Italians can definitely take this out. If they start spamming ships right now and whittling down the res from Green, they can definitely take this out. Green has some in the queue, but doesn't really have enough gold to keep this up. Maybe could start selling wood. The price for wood is probably pretty high, right? I mean, yes. The price for wood is quite high. You sell for 178 in this game. Gray's Wonder is almost up. Teal's Wonder is in the middle. Now that's a cool wonder. That's an awesome wonder. God, this game, dude. Green. I can't believe Green. Is Green going to kill this one, too? Watch him just show up here with Trebs. Like, here, somehow. Okay, Red is clearing up the trade from Casaro. Keep in mind, Green is still trading here a little bit. He's got some pretty weak trade cogs, and he's going to the docks from Blue. And he's going around this side, too, so it's not too obvious. The pathing doesn't take him right through the enemy navy until now. Meanwhile, Yellow is back. Elder is back. And what kind of gold situation does Elder have? Elder has 23 on trade. He's got 19 on wood right now, and he's spamming fire ships, and now this is looking rough for Pero. He's 178 years, but Gray is just unloaded in the north side. Pero couldn't stop that. Pero needs big shots with the Werewolf Trebs or big demo explosions to take out these elephants. No cannon galleons yet, so he should be able to deal with the ships. He's got demos here. Shoot with the Werewolf Trebs. Shoot them. Shoot the elephants, my friend. Shoot them. Ungarrison your longbows. Oh god, he doesn't know what to do. Oh, great landing here from Orange on Iceland. Yeah, that was a good effort, Orange. And Orange says barbecue. Yep. It was quite a barbecue over here. We're getting to the point of the game where everyone is losing it. Exactly, dude. Why not attack with your Werewolf Trebs? That's what I'm asking. Like, attack the fucking elephants. I'm starting to get mad. Shoot them! Good, good. He's listening. Good. Elephants, though, going down to the keep, going down to the longbows, going down to the fire ships, and green has managed to hold for the time being. There's no cannon galleons behind this. Okay, there's 2 cannon galleons there. The elephants go down. The werewolf trebs are still alive, and only 141 years are left. If anyone deserves to win this game, honestly, I think it's Pero. If you think about all that he's been through, he got attacked by yellow. He got attacked by orange. He had to move to Greenland. He had to move to North America. He sniped the wonder from yellow when yellow wasn't paying attention. He sniped both of the wonders over here. He came over, sniped the relics. He sniped the wonder from blue. He came over here, sniped the wonder from red. He sniped the wonder from purple. He's literally been sniping the entire game, dude. With less of an economic base than any of the other players. Or a lot of the other players. I shouldn't say any. Because Midu's been in here, so. Barbecue. Is he getting res from someone? I feel like he is, right? Who's he allied with? Only with Hoyo. So he's not getting res. Interesting. 121 years, though. I have no more juice and my pockets are empty, says Gray. Okay, let's check the res. Casaro, maybe? Yeah, Casaro doesn't have much res at all. Nope. No, he's really struggling, too. He's going to have to find all of these buildings, cancel that entire queue if he wants to get on water to push this back. Yellow is making a good effort. Yellow, only 4 left in the bank, only 1,200 wood, so he tried to build up a little bit, but he's only got 23 villagers, and it's not enough to push back this force from green. Berna trying to take revenge, only 81 wood in the bank. Green's going to do it. Dude, Pero's going to do it unless Orange can get something rolling. Let's look at the resources from Orange. 10 trade cards in the bank. He's getting infantry armor. He's got regular demolition ships. And this is a patchwork navy if I've ever seen one. But he's going to make the run. Definitely making the run here. And what does Midu have to offer, I think, is the question I'm wondering. Nothing. Okay. We had a question, and now we have an answer. And Green is making transport ships? Is this because he's out of gold and he just wants to make a meat shield? It is! He's out of gold. All he has left is wood. He just wants to make a meat shield, so he's making transport ships. Actually, 5-head play. Pero has been all over this game. He sees the force over here. I don't know if he realizes the cannon galleons are here. From Orange. 84 years left. Tons of fire ships from him. Casaro needs to get in on the action. The fact that Casaro isn't here is actually... Right. So that's what Casaro is doing. Right. Okay. Midu losing his wonder in Saudi Arabia. For some reason, Casaro is over here. He's taking back the Holy Land. And look at these fire ships stacking up here. 69 years. Nice. Oh, man. They're getting closer. And he can't... The thing is... Oh, that was a big demo ship on the fire ships. But I don't think Orange has enough to replace those ships. Yeah, it doesn't have the gold. The thing is, Pero needs to, like, watch out from this side for cannon ships. And needs to keep army in front here so the elite cannon galleons can't get within range of this wonder and snipe him down. Battle for the wood, says Gray. And Yellow says, we go this. Is he saying we got this? Because he's not looking at the same thing I'm looking at right now. No wood for Yellow. He's making vills right now to try and chop more. No wood at all for Red. Is there anything from Orange? He does have wood, but he doesn't have gold. Maybe send it to the allies or something. Berna, in the meantime, is fighting a pitched battle in South Africa. He's trying to defend Yellow. at the back, there's battle elephants coming up against camels and camel archers. Sorry, elephant archers. Oh, God, he's not going to win that, but they're not going to win up here. I mean, the game's over, right? Surely. 42 years left? This navy's gone, and Ruff says elephant war. They seem unconcerned. They seem like they just want to give the victory to Pero. Especially Casaro. Like, what? They've gone loopy. Casaro is dropping a wonder with one villager where he killed the wonder from Midu. And Midu says GG, and that's just too much. That is just too much. Midu taps out. He can't take it. He can't take it. And everyone's saying GG. I think everyone enjoyed this game. If they enjoyed it half as much as I did, then definitely one of the top games of all time. Wow. Pero just waiting that final 20 years. Craziness. Just think about all the things this British player did. And that's been, guys, that's been 2 Earth games in a row where the English player won. Think about it. The very first one, they won in North America with a wonder victory. This one, they win in Greenland with a wonder victory. The sun never sets on the British Empire, indeed. And they saved the OGTC. Oh, no, but there's still there's still houses there. Almost. Almost. We got a great copy paste out of it, too. What the fuck did the castles were even for? True, Berna. An excellent question. An excellent question. What the fuck did the castles were for? Yeah. The game's gonna come to an end, and oh my god. 3 hours and 19 minutes. 8 sniped wonders. 1 relic victory denied. And Pero, the British player, moving all the way up to Greenland, fortifying, killing everyone's win condition, and taking it home himself. Amazing stuff there. I want to give credit to all of the players in this game. They all roleplayed the hell out of their civilization, and it was fantastic. We had Hoyo Hoyo down here deleting his villagers from a plague. Invading, taking the relic from the Burmese people so he could get the relic victory, and then the Burmese people having a vendetta against him for taking their holy relic. The entire time we had Midu getting kicked out of Saudi Arabia, moving to Russia, moving down to Japan, moving to New Zealand, moving to North America, and then eventually ending up back here. We had the Italians taking control of the Mediterranean, invading through North Africa, the Malians taking out the Saracen player, taking out the British player, and then falling to like a 6v1. The British, of course, sniping the wonders here. They sniped 2 over here. They sniped the relic victory and the wonder from the Incas. They sniped the wonder from the Indians, and they sniped the wonder from Casaro. Oh, man. And how can I not mention the Shah and the bromance between the Shah and the Burmese? And, of course, the Indian player moving to Australia, trying to get that wonder down, taking the side of the Malians when no one else wanted to be friends. Crazy stuff, and thank you all for being here. And if you're on YouTube, thank you for watching. We'll probably have more of these. Just an amazing, amazing game. And that's 2 games in a row that were absolutely stunning. Elder with a firm kill lead here. And that was because of the early battles and the early economy the Elder had. Look at the economy. Look at that gold collected for Hoyo Hoyo. Big part of that was probably the relics, 35,000 from those. Trade profit, though, for Casaro was insane. And Pero, like, the stone collected was pretty good, but other than that, like, all the resources, none of them really stand out. I think he just used them really well. Whew. Look at that timeline. Comebacks galore in this game, too. Crazy stuff. Well, that's Earth diplomacy, and so far the British are 2-0. 2-0.